All right, all right, all right. Welcome to my Mind Over Matter. What a beautiful, horrible day. As you can see, I'm still in the dark because that's how I feel. Like I want to be in the dark. Welcome. It's March 26th, 2020. Beautiful Thursday day here in Connecticut. It's 7:06 p.m. And wow, what a day. Um, hmm. Well, we broke the 1,000 mark of people dying. So, congratulations to those who passed away, right? That's kind of weird. It's like, yay, we hit the 1,000. Well, wait a minute. Those are people dying. Um, it's a little wild out here. I tried again today to see if I'm able to get a test, and the answer was no. No tests are available for anyone here in Connecticut unless you are having respiratory problems and high fever. And like there's like a whole list. It's like a checklist. And if you don't check out in all of the checklists, you will not be receiving a test. I feel like the president lied to me. I mean, the president said if I want a test, I get a test, right? I'm day 4 in quarantine, and day 4 I tried to get a test and I was unable to get a test. So what do you think this president is he's talking out of his ass a lot of the stuff that he's saying. He's really talking out of his ass. You know what I feel like? I feel like people should do this. Okay. When it's time and Trump says, yes, go back to work, everybody, right? Everyone should just not go and protest and just be like, no, slavery is over. No more work. We're tired. Why are you putting us to go back to slavery jobs? Oh, because China is going back to work? That's why you want to rush the American people to work, Mr. Trump? Trump, I think you're a piece of shit. You're not going to be president coming up. You shot yourself in the foot and you did it all to yourself. People should renege and be like, no, we're not going to work. Fuck you. The virus is still out and about. This dude wants us to get back into churches by Easter. We're gonna go to church on Easter. I'm gonna take you guys to church. I'm gonna take you guys to church, all right, on Easter Sunday. Wait for that one. Mr. Trump, he stated real quickly, he's like, we have to get back to work and quick. We can't be in our homes. We can't be in our apartments. We can't be doing nothing. We need to be working like slaves. And that this virus is not even deadlier than automobile accidents. He compared this virus to automobile accidents. Can you believe this shit? Like, this president continues to shoot his presidency down as he speaks. So now I don't like all the mandatory quarantines. Now he wants us to break quarantine on Easter so we could be all together on a beautiful day. Beautiful day, Easter, beautiful day. You know, when I think of Easter, I think of lots of people together in churches. Mr. Trump, are you part of the problem? Are you the one that actually want people to die? Because as far as I see it's like he's leading us to the cliff, and and people are just blindfolded falling over the cliff if they keep listening to this dude. This dude is a disease to the White House at the moment. He is not helping. He is actually pretty much destroying the country as he is continually to work very hard and very good, and he gives himself A plus all across the board, A plus for all the people that he said that we're going to be from 15 to 0. What zero you're talking about? Zero work? Yeah, I could agree on that. Like, he shouldn't be working. Do you think people are going to run back to work not knowing that this virus is not even contained? It's not even thought of to being contained. Let me tell you something. When it comes to next week, next Monday, I'm projecting to have like estimate at least 1 million people sick worldwide, right? China's numbers are fraudulent. China's numbers have not moved. If you've seen my shows from this past week, every day I have mentioned the numbers, right? I'm gonna go real quick here onto my chart that I have here. Give me one sec. And I'm gonna show you guys the numbers. Fucking Trump, fucking liar. The dude, I knew he was crooked. He was crooked from the beginning. And how I knew he was crooked, trust me, this dude is wasn't good news. But who else we were gonna vote for? Hillary or him? You know what I mean? They put you against these fucking crooks. Oh, vote for this dude because yeah, he's dumb and he's arrogant, but at least he's not Clinton, right? Even though they're best friends and like they're like best buddies even till this day, and don't let anyone tell you different because they are good friends. The Clintons and the Trumps are very good friends amongst each other. So, with that said, the United States has taken over on the cases worldwide and the deaths. We don't have the high death count yet. It's climbing, it's starting to climb up higher. But right now we have 83,553 cases in the United States. We surpassed Italy and we surpassed China to take first place in the world with cases of COVID-19. Mainland China is only reporting the same fucking numbers as I saw yesterday. It's the same numbers, 81,299. I feel like that number has not moved all week. Italy has gone up to 80,589 cases. So far, deaths, they have 8,215 deaths. Spain is creeping up also from behind, and Germany and France. How it's funny how America is highly affected, and Europe are the only countries that are really highly affected. And then comes Iran, Switzerland, United Kingdom, South Korea, Netherlands, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Turkey, Portugal, Norway, Australia, Brazil, Sweden, Israel, Malaysia. I could go down the list, and China is the only one that's up here, and they're reporting the same numbers that they did yesterday. There's no transparency in China. First of all, they're not letting anybody in China. Period. Anybody that's coming, like that's from another country, is not allowed to go into China. Period. They since they're opening up back to business, right? They're opening like business as usual, like nothing to see here. People are dying left and right in China. Nothing to see here. No news, no nothing. They got no media. So who knows what's going on in China? Because nobody knows what the hell's going on in China. But China had the time today to attack Taiwan. Well, not really to attack Taiwan, but basically put Taiwan on notice with military force. I think China's a piece of shit to begin with. I think the CCP is a piece of shit. I think not the Chinese people, because the Chinese people is not basically like blaming the Chinese people, but their government that they're under is the biggest piece of shit government that this world has seen. Um, these numbers I could show you guys real quick. Even you guys could even go and check out the numbers for yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and share here for a moment. Here we go. So as you can see the numbers here, and this is up to the date. They upload this every 10 seconds. They're always constantly updating it. This is Roy Lab. This is like it's ROYLAB stats, STATS. That's the channel that's broadcasting this live coronavirus pandemic real time counter. And there, anybody who's registering that people from with the COVID, it will show up here. Right now, as you can see in the United States, there's over 1,205 deaths so far. And this is beautiful. Hold on one second. Let me hit pause on here. This is a beautiful chart. Okay, look at China's chart. Look at Italy's chart. Okay. I hit pause. Why is it unpausing? It went from zero, right? All the way up. It surged all the way up. Then they had a break for some reason. They weren't reporting. And all of a sudden it spiked up all the way up to about 80,000, 81,000. And look, flatline, straight across, flatline, like no new cases, no nothing, flatline. And now look at Italy. And this is Italy, not even comparing the United States, because now we're in first place. Italy, they had nothing, 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 nothing. Whoa, holy shit, we have a whole bunch of shit going on here and it's going straight up. Like, holy shit, if this was a roller coaster and it was going straight up, I'll be scared as shit. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Where the fuck? Are we going to space or something? Because this shit is going like straight up, rocking it up. And then China is like, nah, we're just going to make a right turn and we're just going to level out. Like, nothing's ever happened because they're not reporting. They're not reporting the numbers. They're not reporting the right numbers. All the numbers that they're reporting is fraudulent. It's all like China. You can't trust China for nothing. Nothing. Not even the shit that you buy from them. You can't trust it. You can't trust China. China's like out to like destroy everyone. And it's funny because I feel like there's going to be a big war in China, and it's going to include the United States. It's going to include a lot of these European states because of this pandemic. As you can see, here's the numbers right now. Worldwide, it's already reached 500,000 cases, so that's not surprising. I'm thinking it's going to be about 1 million cases by Monday. We got 532,306 cases. We just got brand new cases just came in. Oh, Cuba just got a death. Hold on, there's a death in Cuba. Um, okay, that's new. I just seen it right here. It just got uploaded right now. There's I think this is Denmark that has 21 deaths, and I think this is Austria. Germany just reported a new death also. So Germany's up to 288 deaths. So that number is it's pretty low for Germany. I expected a lot more from Germany. This number is going to definitely be creeping up a lot higher. Um I find that a little suspect there. But as far as like the rest of the other countries on deaths, people dying, um, the high counts is still Italy, China, United States, Spain, and France, Iran. They're in the thousands of people that are dead at the moment. It feels sad because like I see these numbers and like these are people dead. These are dead people, like, and they're constantly dying. And Mr. Trump wants to compare this virus to a car accident. Like there's more people dying from car accidents than they are from the coronavirus. That's what he said. Your president here, our president in the United States, compared this pandemic to a car accident. No, Mr. President, I compare your presidency to a car accident because that's what's going to happen in the later on this year. Your presidency is going to come to a crash and it's going to come to an end because you kept opening up your fucking mouth and talking so much shit is unbelievable. So far, right now, we got 23,989 deaths. We have a plus 22 so far on deaths, and it's just going to continue to climb. It's hitting already 201 territories. This thing is going to explode. Give it a few more weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just the beginning. You know when Easter Sunday, when everyone thinks that everyone's going to load up the churches and be at the church, I guarantee nobody's going to be at the churches. I guarantee there's going to be over 10,000 people dead by the time Easter comes. Easily over 10,000. And I won't be surprised if it goes even higher than that with all the cases that are going on right now. You got to understand there's 83,553 cases that people that got tested that are positive of this. There's not enough tests to test the people here in the United States. There's not enough tests around the world for people to test. You get me? So these numbers are not going to be accurate. because there are not enough tests to test the people. I am a pure example. I want to go get a test. I'm not feeling good. I still have a temperature of 100, and I still cannot get a fucking test. I cannot get a test. The president said, I even told the nurse, I told her, the president said that I'm able to get a test. Why I'm not getting a test? The next step, I'm going to call tomorrow, and tomorrow's Friday. And if I don't get a test tomorrow, I'm going to call my attorney. I'm going to listen, you know, I've been trying to get this test for the longest. These people are fiddle dicking. The president said if I want a test, I could get a test. Why am I not getting a test? Do I have to open up a lawsuit, maybe a lawsuit against the United States for fraudulently telling us that, yeah, we're going to have everything available for us and nothing's available for us? I think it's a bullshit lie. They just lie to us right in our face and they continue to lie. And they want you to go back to work. They want you to go back to work in 3 weeks. They want you to pretend like none of this happened. They want to get the country started again because Mr. Trump says that we have to get our country back to work. We have to get our people back to work and quick because of China. Because of China. Because China is starting to get their shit in order now and starting to get people back working and producing again, and everybody else is falling back. So this is going to give China the biggest lead in their economy while everybody else suffers. You know what? I think everyone in this world, I mean, all these countries and everything, should sue China for this. This $2 trillion, which is not enough, $2 trillion for all the Americans here in the United States, you think that's enough? Don't make me break down the numbers. Because if I break down the numbers, you're going to be like, holy shit, that's like nothing. It is nothing. $2 trillion is not enough for this. For this, what we're going through, and for as long that we got to go through this is going to take up at least $10 trillion. $10 trillion. This is what's going to cost. And I feel like those $10 trillion should come from China. China should pay for this. Why the people, have to pay for it, especially in the long run, because nothing's free. Okay. They're going to toss out money like we're strippers, right? And we're going to be at home. We're going to be chilling and they're going to just toss money at us like, oh, here's $1,000, here's $1,200 check for the, and every 2 weeks you'll get a little, check and stuff. I'm like, yeah, nothing's free. Like, how are we going to be paying this back is the question. How are we going to pay this back to the economy? Because our economy right now is in the dumps. There's I think it's like 1.4 million that are unemployed right now. The number is very low. The unemployment, they try to make it big, like, oh man, 1.5 million people are unemployed. Yes, it's going to affect the markets, but guess what? There's 327.2 million people in the United States, mind you. So that means it's less than 1% of the workforce are out of work. They try and play mind games with the people. That's why people keep focusing on these fucking news. I watch the news and I see it, I hear it, I feel the mind games that they're playing on the American people. I feel like this is something deliberately that was done to us, and they don't care if we die. They don't care. Because if they did, the hospitals wouldn't have been running short at all with any of this equipment. So all this equipment should have been already at the hospital. Why are we playing catch up? We're playing catch up. Like, how? What? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why are we playing catch up? The distractions continue here in America. It's like a big distraction. And I hope people realize that this is all a distraction. There's other big things going on and you're not being told because it's none of your fucking business. That's why business here in America is coming to a slow, steady halt. I think as of tonight, I think Florida is going on a stay home, um, like lockdown, some kind of lockdown where people are gonna be having to stay home. This should have been done nationwide. This shouldn't have been done. Oh yeah, you get locked down. No, you're okay. You don't have to get locked down. But California, you're locked down. Oregon, no, you could continue doing whatever you want. Um, Texas, we don't know yet because they're acting governor, whatever his. Oh man, it's just a mess. There's no. The herd is not in line. The herd is everywhere. Everybody's everywhere. States are competing against each other to buy medical equipment, to buy masks, to buy gowns. States are competing against each other as we speak and smarking up the items that they need by almost 800%. 800% markup for states that need these items for their hospitals. Is that price gouging? I'm calling price gouging right there. I mean, if you're not paying it at the regular price where the before the pandemic hit, if they're raising their prices to a crazy amount price, that's price gouging. And all these states that are spending all this money is getting ripped off. They're getting ripped off. New York got ripped off like big time, but they need it. They're desperate. They're in dying need. They're not in dying need like that. You know what I mean? You should have had these items before. I blame this on the government too. Like the government trying to push this on the United States and push it on the presidency, but no, the governor is also responsible for his state, and he's responsible for their hospitals, and they should have been ready for this. So you're gonna tell me if someone, let's say China would have came and attacked the United States and throw missiles everywhere, right? We wouldn't have the supplies to help those that were injured or those are going to be suffering. Like we're not prepared. We're not prepared. That's crazy. Let's say if an asteroid comes and hits some part of the United States and they need all these equipments and all this stuff. We don't have it. Sorry, you're gonna have to die. We don't have it. We're not open for business. You can't go to the hospitals anymore now. If you need, let's say, I don't know, open heart surgery or let's see, cancer treatment, let's see, dialysis, you're not going to be able to do it. They're all canceled. So there's going to be a lot of people that have cancer that will be dying this year. Who knows how long they're going to live? But they're not going to live for another month waiting to go get treatments. It's just not going to happen. But Trump is really, I mean, I knew the man was stupid. I knew the man was a thief. I knew the man was corrupt. Okay. He's been corrupt for a very long time. This is going back, way back, when he went bankrupt because of his corruption and was able to still like pretty much wiggle his way back up and brought his money back up. He's still a crook. He is still a crook. And we voted a crook in because we didn't want another crook to be in office, which is Hillary. We didn't want Hillary in office. So we decided, fuck, well, we don't want this bitch in office. We'll go with the dumb shit, right? So now we got the dumb shit in office, and now the dumb shit is killing people with his decisions. And the way he's talking is killing his presidency. The guy is disrespectful. The guy does not respect the people of America. He doesn't care for the people. If he did, he wouldn't be saying 3/4 of what he says. 3/4. That's crazy. That's more than half of what he's saying. I mean, the man is leading us over the cliff, and we're dying one by one. Every second that passes, every minute that passes, people are just dying from this virus, and it's underestimated numbers. The numbers are not the right numbers. All the numbers that are coming in is very low numbers. The numbers should be skyrocketed. I feel like there's over a million, more than a million. I feel like there's probably maybe 20 million people sick with this virus. And there's not enough tests to test 20 million people if you only could produce 4 million tests by the end of the year. 4 million by the end of the year. Let that sink into you. And we have 327.2 million people in the United States. How long it's going to take to get everybody tested? It's going to take years for everyone to get tested and to figure out who has what. And another thing that I'm very concerned is that doctors are telling patients, if you contract this virus and you survive it, that you are immune to it. No, you're not immune to it. No, when I heard that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, they're leading the people right over the cliff. Like, not me. Fuck that. I don't follow sheeps. I'm not jumping off no fucking cliff. These motherfuckers, they lie to you. They lie to people and they keep your hopes up, saying, yeah, you're gonna be good right after you just got sick, and yeah, you're not gonna get it again, and you're gonna be immune. You're gonna be like Superman until you're dead. Then what? All this reinsurance and all this, oh, it's gonna, we don't have a vaccine, so how the fuck you gonna tell someone they're gonna be okay and they're gonna be immune? There's no immunity to this virus. There's no such thing as immunity. That's what like really pissed me off. It's like I sometimes I can't watch these news and listen to these people, and the way they think. Oh yeah, you recovered. You think you recovered, that you're out of the woods? You are not out of the woods. Only because you recover don't mean shit. Don't mean you can't get it again. Don't mean that it could be worse next time, because now they're saying, oh, if you get it again, it might be milder. Might. That's the crazy shit. You look at these keywords, might. I'm like, no, don't lead people and tell people whatever the fuck it's like you want. It's like, no, it's not proven. So don't say might. We don't know. So don't assume that we're gonna be okay if we get it, and then, like, oh yeah, you'll recover and then you'll be immune. No, no, don't listen to that. Don't listen to the government. Government's lying to you. Government wants you dead. They'd rather have you dead or have you working. Either or is great for them. Either or, the numbers are going to be popping up. People are going to be having babies like crazy in about 9 months from now. So don't get it twisted. This numbers could be, yeah, high death count and all this and that, but then we could rebound with all the births that are going to be happening from this lockdown. Okay. And the fact that people are not realizing this, and realizing that the president doesn't fucking really care about us. He only cares about the country, his finances, his pockets, his money, his businesses. You got to remember, this is affecting his businesses too. Now he wants everybody back to work by Easter. He wants everybody back to work as soon as possible. He don't want lockdown. He wants the country the way it was before the virus. This is not ever going to get back to how we were before the virus. This is it. This is the beginning of the end, and like, if the horse is sick and dying, are you going to continue helping it? Or are you going to take it to the back of the barn and put it down? Just take it to the back of the barn and put it down. Don't beat a dead horse. And that's what President Trump is doing. He's beating a dead horse. And people are not really paying attention and not listening to every word this guy is saying. If you listen to him, just listen to all his press conference, just him talking. And you're going to come to a conclusion that this president is the biggest dumb shit president, super arrogant, but super dumb shit of all presidencies, all 45 presidents put together. Mr. Trump is number one when it comes to bullshit. Like, he is the biggest bullshitter. He's the biggest bluffer. He's the biggest, like, the dude, like, he's crooked. He's crooked. And he doesn't care about the people, because if he did, he would have shut down this country fucking 3 months ago when this shit started happening. He should have shut it down, locked everything up. Then that virus would have not gotten here. If he would have cut all travel, all international travels, all travels coming into the United States at that time frame, we would have saved money. But now we're trying to play catch up. We're trying to play that catch up game. And now we're like spending trillions of dollars for people that are not working, for hospitals that need the money to buy more materials, more stuff. The airlines are getting billions of dollars. The banks are getting billions of dollars. Who's monitoring this money? Who's keeping track of this money that's going to be it's going to be raining money everywhere? You don't think that's going to affect the dollar bill? You don't think that's going to affect the value of the dollar? Are you guys are like not realizing that this is going to impact the dollar, like the value of the dollar is going to be like garbage by the time this virus has its way with us. And China is laughing at us because they're like, oh, a little virus you guys can't even take care of. We took care of it. You guys can't even take care of it. And now we're going to attack and going to try to attack a Taiwan. And if they attack Taiwan, I swear to you, China's going to regret the day they release the virus. They're going to regret it. They're gonna regret it, and it's gonna hit China very hard. And they need to replace and get rid of the CCP. Get rid of them. Get rid of that the communist country of China. Like the oh man, it's not gonna get any better because how I see it is only gets worse because they're only talking about this virus, right? But they're not talking about the swine flu. They're not talking about the bird flu. That's really bad in China, to the point that they don't even have fucking pigs in China. The birds like are sick. Like everything's sick out there in China, but then they don't want nobody there. They don't want nobody from the outside in. They got everybody. They got what they wanted. They got rid of everybody out of their country, and now they could do whatever the fuck they want without being monitored. The WHO, where's the World Health Organization? Where are they? Where are they? Why they're not talking what's going on in China and why they're not reporting the numbers and why they continuously throwing propaganda and saying that the United States is the one that started this and the United States is the one that released this virus. Yeah, that's what's going on in China. China's saying that the people here in the United States, us, we're the ones that started this. That's the propaganda that's going down in China as we speak. And today, the Chinese decided to send a whole bunch of fighter jets to harass Taiwan. Wow. So important, right? I thought like the most like they were supposed to be focusing on this virus and trying to, stop this virus, but no, they had enough time to send out military jets to harass Taiwan today. Where is their priorities? Where do their priorities sit during this crazy times that we're in right now? This is something that is historical. This is something that this is going to go down in history forever. And China is not even taking it serious because they're the ones that released the germ. They're the ones that released the virus. They have the cure to this virus. They said it themselves. They have the cure to this virus and that they are not going to share it with the world, especially with the United States. They are not going to share it. That is an act of war. That is a war crime. This is a crime against humanity that's going down in China. And everybody wants to think like, oh yeah, like it's nothing, because we're here in America, we're arrogant. Like us Americans here, we are arrogant. We think we are number one. We think we're the cream of the crop. We're the cream that rise to the top, right? In reality, we're not. Cup check. We don't got no cups because we don't have enough to make any cups, because all these materials need to be used to make gowns and plastic cups. Forget about it and all this stuff. Like these companies are switching their tasks and productions to convert into making respirators, making masks, making gowns, making gloves, people that are inventing like masks and gloves and using fabrics and sewing new masks and making their own masks because they can't find any. So you be better off making your own. Um and the thing is that everyone can make their own. You feel me? Everyone can make their own masks and they could custom it however they want. They can make it however they want, to the point that they can make plenty of masks. If listen, if you have a needle and string, you can make your own masks. And I feel like people should do that. You're at home, you ain't doing nothing, right? Well, let's be inventive. Let's try to invent something to save us, to save our lives. Good thing that I have a box of masks. So I'm lucky because I got this box of masks from my surgery that I had last year, from my like all my surgeries. Like when I was in the hospital for a month, um, I was lucky to get this box of masks, and man, I'm happy that I took it with me because something told me to take it. Because they were gonna get rid of it anyways. Because the nurse told me, well, all the stuff here, they're gonna throw it away. So if you want to take any items, any like gloves or any stuff, like take them with you. Hell yeah, I took it with me. I took the box of masks, and I'm glad that I did. Because like everything always happens for a reason, right? And things happen. I didn't know like this virus is going to be this big and this crazy, right? Last year when I was going through my surgeries and stuff, but something told me take the masks. I never like take stuff like that from the hospital, but something told me take the masks, and I have the box up there on top of my bureau. And today when I went to the grocery store, I put on my mask. I'm not going out there without putting my mask. When I went to the store, to the grocery store, yes, had food. They have food. Um, it was a weird feeling in there though. It was kind of like a nervous feeling because I don't like being around like too many people because there was a lot of people, not a lot, but there was enough for me to be concerned. And I just grabbed what I needed to get, make sure I got to the register, paid my items. It was just so weird because like when I was going down the aisles, there were certain items that were like gone. Like bleach, there's no bleach. You can't find bleach. Toilet tissue, yeah, right. There's none. There's no toilet tissue. They were selling packs of toilet tissue, but they were it was a pack of, I think it was a 20 roll pack of cheap. It was cheap paper. It was cheap toilet tissue paper, and they were selling it for $10 for the pack of 20. For some people, that'd be great. Some people be loving it. Like that is just like it's just it toilet tissue is something that's new. It's nothing, it's not it's kind of very new. Um for this point of time, because toilet tissue, I think it came out like in the 1700s, 1800s, the late 1800s, when toilet tissue came out, when they invented that. Because back in the day, they used to use just regular paper leaves. They used to use like just stuff, even a wash rag, and they'll wash their ass and then they'll wash the rag and then they'll use it again. Like that's how it used to be back in the days. So they didn't have toilet tissue back in the days. Now that there is toilet tissue, everybody wants to hoard it. Like it makes them feel better that they have like all this toilet tissue. I mean, they have a lot of toilet tissues that can last them for years. And people are just hoarding, 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 going to all different places and just buying up all the toilet tissue. And I'm like, that would probably be the last thing I want to like hoard is toilet tissue. I mean, if I was gonna buy like go crazy like buying something, it would be my weed. It would be my marijuana. Like TP, I mean, that's a luxury because I have a spray. Like I don't know, some people, homes are different. Some people don't have certain things, but like I don't have a bidet, but I have a spray. So if I ran out of toilet tissue, what you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spray my ass with all that water and maybe jump in the shower and wash my ass. There you go. That's the answer. You don't need TP. All you need is a hose. Buy a hose for your toilet. They sell them. It's like $20, less than $20. And you could get it attached and they'll attach it. Like if you live on a condo or wherever, you have them attach it for you. You could even do it yourself. And you can attach it and you have a spray. So when you do go to the toilet and you don't have TP paper, you could spray your ass. Spray your ass with the water and clean your ass. That's the right way you're supposed to be doing it anyways. Spray it down, clean it out. For the girls too, girls, they use double the paper because they do it for the front and the back. So what are you gonna do? Get the hose and spray yourself. Drip dry, you know? Use a little bit of creativity when it comes to these times. Um you could find a hose. They sell those hoses on Amazon. I'm sure it's at a I think it's around the $20 mark. Um I think it's around 20 something. Just make your budget between $20 $30 for a spray when you're buying a spray. And the sprays, they have all different types of sprays. They have sprays that are just normal sprays. They have sprays that actually like heats up the water while it sprays. People could buy the like the bidet that you could put over the toilet and it'll spray and clean you. They sell those too. They sell all different types of these like sprays, and I'm surprised that they're not pushing that. Like instead of all this TP paper and all this stuff, like buy a spray. He's like, "Oh shit, that's a good idea, Rick." I was like, "Yeah, it's a good idea. All you got to do is spray your ass, clean it out, clean it good, and then get a a napkin and wipe yourself, and that's it." And if you don't have napkins and no TP paper, and you have the spray, you spray yourself clean, jump in the shower, wash yourself off, clean your ass, and continue going. What's the big deal? You see, I would be more worried if we ran out of water. If water stopped and we didn't have water, then that's cause for a big concern. You feel me? Because then you're gonna have to shit in the woods and you're gonna have to dig a hole and shit in it because you're not gonna be able to flush anything down the toilet because there's no water. See, like things are gonna be happening now that are gonna be very challenging for those that are dealing with this virus. And I see a lot of people having issues. I see a lot more tornadoes popping up. I see a like next week I see a really bad week for storms here in the United States. Earthquakes are going to continue to there's earthquakes happening in like the weirdest places. Like in Texas, there was a earthquake today. It was like a 5 point something. um California, be careful. You get a big one, you imagine, oh man, that would be the worst thing that could actually happen. Having like a 8 or 7.9 8.0 earthquake in LA during a lockdown. mm, I don't know. Things are gonna happen. Weird shit's gonna happen, and people, get ready. It's gonna be a roller coaster. And if this president of ours here in the United States believes that we are gonna just be back to normal, like he says, from 15 to 0, like it's just gonna disappear. It's all gonna disappear. The virus is just gonna disappear. Goodbye. No, Mr. President. The only thing that's gonna go bye bye is your presidency. That's what's going to go bye bye. That's what's going to disappear. And we're going to have a pedophile as a president. Holy shit. We're going to have a pedophile Biden president, the 46th president. That would be a fucking shame. That would be a shame. Trump better come up with a fucking Hail Mary out of his ass in order to save his presidency, because now he's trying to blame the media if he was to fail this election because of this virus. Now he's starting to blame the media. He started doing that today, blaming the media that they're trying to sabotage his presidency. Do you hear that shit? Like, who talks like that during a like what we're like through this pandemic? Like, there's no power or government in the world that talk like that. He's the only one. He's the only idiot that's talking like that. Like, oh man, it's just gonna get worse before it gets any better. Real quick. Oh, another thing, R. Kelly. R. Kelly wants to he's scared. R. Kelly. The other rapist, the one that likes to rape little girls, Mr. R. Kelly. Yeah. Well, he's begging the judge to release him from jail because he doesn't want to die in jail from COVID-19. Homie, you got other things to worry about besides COVID-19. You're not going anywhere. You're staying your ass in jail. You're gonna rot in jail for what? Like, this dude is nasty. It's just, it's just I can't side with stupidity. I just can't. It's just not a good way of thinking. Period. Um, let's see. Everyone's like, what's the problem is all these basketball players, football players, or any player, from any sports, all these sports, they are rushing to wanting to go back to work because they're afraid they're not going to be able to get any, they're not going to get paid. They're not going to get paid because remember, they have contracts, so you're contracted to get your money. So anyone who has a guaranteed contract, well, they'll get paid. Those that are pretty much check to check people, regular people, we don't have guarantees. We have to depend on the fucking government. We have to wait on the government. We have to wait on this money. And I have news for you about this money that you're getting. Some adults, some people are going to be getting this 1,200, whatever they're going to be giving out, and the children $500 per child is only for those who did their taxes last year with the IRS. If you did your taxes with the IRS, then you will have a direct deposit of the money into your account. Okay. And it's only on certain, and there's a lot of ties to it because there's uncertainties of certain things. If you did not submit your IRS or anything with the IRS, you are not getting a check. Okay. And if you didn't do the direct deposit with the IRS, well, you're going to get a check. And that check is going to come within 6 to 8 weeks. They're trying to rush it and trying to rush it to be out within 4 weeks, but it's going to be nearly impossible to print out all these checks and get them out to everyone, especially that there's a limited amount of people that they want, to congregate together, so the money, yeah, it'll get passed and they'll start printing it, but you're not going to get it right away. Unless you had the direct deposit with the IRS, then yeah, you probably get it direct deposit into your account. And then what you going to do with it? Because you can't pay rent with that money. It's not enough money because you got to buy food. You got to pay your light bill. You got to pay your cell phone bill. There's a lot of bills you got to pay. And do you think 1,200 is going to be enough? I don't think so. Not if your rent is $1,000. So what that leaves you with $200, and that's if you pay your rent. Because I don't think I don't know how it is. I don't know how your owner will feel if you didn't pay your rent next month. They can't kick you out. They can't evict you because it was signed that, President Trump signed stating that they cannot evict individuals during this time of this virus. But then who's going to pay the rent? And if you don't pay your rent, what is the owner going to think of? like you know what I mean? So there's chances like they say, yeah, they can evict you, with us and whatever, but at the end of the day, this is somebody else's place. This is not your place, you know. And if you own a home, yeah, though you could defer your payments down the line, but that gets on top. That gets added. You know, it's like, yeah, you don't pay it now, but you're gonna have to pay later, and it's not good. It's not. It's the setup. Something's not right. There's not someone that's an accountant that's gonna be like, all right, this check on the numbers. Let's make sure the numbers are gonna be matching up, and it's not. But let's go ahead and put out. I spoke enough. I spoke for almost an hour, so let's go ahead and put out the Zoom ID number. I'm staying in the dark because that's how I feel. I feel like I want to be in the dark. I want to stay in the dark. Lights are red, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and put out that Zoom ID number. We'll talk for let's talk about what's going on. Come onto the show with a topic. Come onto the show with something to say. Don't come onto the show with nothing to say, because then it's just gonna be like, and I don't want it to dry out. You gotta have something to say and something to talk about, and be motivated to talk, because this is what it is. This is to talk your issues out. It's to talk out what's on your mind. It's not to be silenced. So let me go ahead and set up the number. It's a little harder to see because I made it a little darker. I made the my computer darker because my eyes are really sensitive, and I think I made it too dark because I can't see the numbers that well. I'm like, Rick, it's like, you can't win, buddy. I was like, nope, you can't. I'm gonna light up my joint. It's a special joint that was given to me today, and I got some shatter that's actually, and like, here's the joint, as you can see, and it has some shatter inside of it. So this thing is gonna make me really, 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 really high. I still haven't ate my nerds. I'm a little hesitant of it because, like I said, I'm pre-diabetic, and I don't want to have too much candy in my system. And this is medicated candy, but I am kind of hesitant about the candy in my system, so that's why I haven't ate it yet. But I am gonna smoke this joint. So let's go ahead and put out that Zoom ID number. So if you want to come on and talk for a bit, that'll be cool with me. I'm ready to listen and to discuss and debate about what's going on. And let's go ahead and come back over to here and show you guys the numbers. We have more people dying here in the United States. We just had another death in the United States. It's going to constantly continue dying. We have a reported 8 more new deaths here in the United States. Our total right now in deaths is 1,221 deaths. At the moment, we have 83,974 cases here in the United States. Um, if you see your country here listed, you can see for yourself. I could make it really big so you guys can see. And I'm gonna take a little break from talking because I've been talking for a bit. So I need a little break. So I'm gonna take a little 5 minute break where you guys be entertained by the numbers. That's all about the numbers. Let's go ahead and hit this up here. Trying to get this here. Okay. And I'm going to take my little break, and I will be back in 5 minutes. All right. Back here again. Let's go ahead and see if we got anybody here on standby. Nobody's on standby. Everything's on the low end here. Cool. We'll let you guys continue to watch the screen here as these numbers are reported every 10 seconds. I think it's every, yeah, 10, 11 seconds. They put the they put up new statistics of this virus, and it's wild, ladies and gentlemen. It is wild. It's crazy. It's not gonna get any better. It's not, and it's sad because a lot of innocent people that thought that they could get away with this. Well, 24,000 people are now dead worldwide because of this virus. Very low number though. Be honest with you, like Trump is comparing it to car accidents. There's more deaths of car accidents than there are deaths of this coronavirus here in the United States. So basically 1,221 deaths are being compared to car accidents. Like I said earlier, I compare President Trump's presidency to a car accident. In other news, man, people are crazy, people are stupid. Believe me, people are crazy and people are stupid, and there's still such thing as that. There's this woman. She was arrested for coughing on grocery produce, which cost over 35,000 in food wasted. So the woman has. They don't quote her name because they don't put her name on here because I know they'll they'll shit on her. But basically, the woman that caused this chaos this morning by coughing on the groceries, saying that she has COVID and she was coughing on all the produce. Well, guess what? The woman has been arrested and charged with felony counts of terrorism threats and threats to use biological agents and criminal mischief. She is also hit with misdemeanor counts and criminal attempt to commit retail theft and disorderly conduct. Cops say the woman, I'm not going to mention her name, entered the store and made verbal threats. She was sick, and intentionally coughed and spit on merchandises throughout the store. She then attempted to steal a 12 pack of beer from the store before being ordered to leave by employees. Right now, her bail is set at $50,000 and her court date is on April 8th. Wow. That is the most stupidest thing someone could freaking do is go to a grocery store and start coughing on everything and spitting on produce and threatening people by telling them that she has COVID-19 and that if she has it, everyone else is going to have it too. And she just bet on everything. Well, guess what, lady? You're sitting pretty in jail. Your bond is more than what the worth of product that you pretty much destroyed. $35,000 worth of product food that people in that area is not going to get, and her bond is more than what she damaged. What a dumb shit. I'm having a little issue with celebrities tossing out money. Like it's like they're tossing out money left and right. Like they are trying to like this for instance, this GEC down from California. He's like free meals on me for a month. I got you kids in the Bear area. Well, guess what? That's not your job to take care of the kids, Mr. G. The government's supposed to step up and take care of these kids. The government has enough money as it is to take care of these kids by trust me, these kids will be taken care of. People are throwing money for no reason. Like there's people like donating money like crazy. Like Louisiana, good luck Louisiana because you guys are going to get it hit hard, harder than New York. Okay? Mr. Drew Brees, the quarterback of the Saints, donated $5 million to help feed those in Louisiana. I think that's stupid because if you're getting money from the government to do that, then why are you donating money for that? Oh, because you get a tax break? Oh, you sneaky fools. Like, it's so predictable. All these famous people are just donating money because it's all tax breaks. They're going to be getting that money back and some. So don't make it, they trying to make themselves look pretty and be like, yeah, I'm donating all this money. But at the end of the day, they're going to get that money back. So, like, why are you doing that? Like, what's the purpose? You feel me? There's like no, shouldn't be no purpose. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'm just gonna grab something real quick and I'll be right back. Back to more news. The US Army soldiers based in South Korea won't be getting their fitness on as usual because their usual spot, the main gym on base, is closed due to someone contracting the coronavirus. And they're not opening the gyms for the military personnel to work out. I think this is the gym is the least important thing that you need to worry about at the moment because you don't need to work out in a gym. You could do everything at home. You could do sit-ups at home, push-ups at home. You could do so many things like at home or in your own quarters that you really don't need the gym at all. All right, all right. Let's go ahead and get Albert in here. We'll have him come on and speak for a bit. This is going to be challenging times, as you can see on here. Give me one sec. Turn this sideways. Okay. As you guys can see, China is reporting little bit of numbers. This is the first I've seen a movement of numbers, and it's only 3 cases that they're reported all day today. 3 cases. Three. While the United States surpassed China with 83,974 cases as we speak. I'm going to have to kick my cat out of the room because she is disturbing me. So I'll be right back. Okay. All right. All right. We're back. I'm gonna go ahead and spark this joint up, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this show here that we're talking, and you guys can see the numbers for yourself and what's going on. It's a shit show right now. Everywhere around the world has this virus. This is South Africa. Have you seen right now? Europe has it. Um, this is just getting ridiculous, ridiculous. Um, let me see here. There was more reports I wanted to talk about. There was something else I really wanted to talk about. Um, there was this one case I wanted to talk about. Oh, about courts and stuff. If you guys are trying to sue someone or going to go to court for anything, well, this pandemic slams courthouse doors on folks filing lawsuits throughout the country. There's going to be delays on that, so just have that in the back of your mind. uh, that can happen. The United States, holy schmoly, the United States just reported another 1,422 cases. Right now, the United States has gone up and reported 1,422 new cases of COVID 19. It actually raised our cases 85,396, and it continues to rise by the thousands. And China is only reporting one case, two case, three cases all day today. Only three cases of COVID-19 reported in China, and the United States are reporting in the thousands now. I want to listen to Mr. Trump here. I want to listen to one of his rants. I want to listen to. Let's see if we can get. Hold on. Let me see if we can get Mr. Trump on his rants here. One second. We'll go ahead and get Mr. Trump. Get Mr. Trump to talk. Let's let Trump talk. Give me one sec. Oh, come on. Freaking phone. It's like wants to act up like when I'm trying to do something. It's like, what the.
Mr. President, you tweeted earlier linking the closing of the country to your election success in November. Is this Easter timeline based on your political interests?
What do you mean by election success now?
You tweeted, you said that the media wants the country to remain closed to hurt your odds
I
of
think
being
the
reelected.
the media would like to see me do poorly in the election. I think
Lawmakers and economists on both sides of the aisle have said that reopening the country by Easter is not a good idea. What is that plan based on?
just so you understand. Are you ready? I think there are certain people that would like it not to open so quickly. I think there are certain people that would like it to do financially poorly because they think that would be very good as far as defeating me at the polls. And I don't know if that's so, but I do think it's so that that there are people in your profession that would like that to happen. I think it's very clear. I think it's very clear that there are people in your profession that write fake news. You do. She does. There are people in your profession that write fake news. They would love to see me for whatever reason because we've done one hell of a job. Nobody's done the job that we've done. And it's lucky that you have this group here right now for this problem.
Oh, wait a minute. I had to laugh there for a second. We're lucky to have Mr. Trump as president during this times. Are we lucky to have this doofus as our president during these dark times? I don't know. We'll find out. Albert, are you there? Mr. Albert, are you there? We can't hear you. If I can't hear you, then you're not here. Mr. President, talking craziness all day, all night. Mr. President is just full of shit. Trump is full of shit. I don't know if Albert's having technical difficulties on his side, which he probably is because he just dropped out. So let's go ahead and bring back. Let's see here. United Kingdom, man, you guys are just got more cases going on over there. Over in UK, you got 11,812 cases with 578 deaths right now in UK. UK, man, your numbers are going to soar. It's Europe is screwed. This virus has really screwed Europe more than it has the United States. Because if you put all the numbers together, Europe is hurting from this. It seems like Europe always gets the shit end of the stick. Man, this medicine is very good. I put some shatter in it and I wrote it up on some dispensary medicine that I got. And boy, oh boy, does it is strong. It is strong. Good medicine. Good strong medicine that is gonna really hit. And it's gonna hit hard. Just like this virus. Right now in Puerto Rico, there's 51 cases, man, and one death of this COVID-19. Puerto Rico is going to explode with cases. This is just the beginning, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the beginning of history. When the Spanish flu developed and outbroke, you think it lasted only 3 weeks? You think it lasted a month? You think it lasted 2 months, 3 months? No, it lasted years. Years. You think that this virus can't do the same? This virus is worse than the Spanish flu. But Mr. President Trump wants to compare it to car accidents. Mr. Trump wants to compare the COVID-19 to car accidents. That there's more people that die in car accidents than they do from COVID-19. What a fucking comparison, right? What a fucking idiot. I'm telling you right now, I compare Mr. Trump's presidency to car accidents. Why? Oh no, because you're just gonna kill your fucking presidency by opening your fucking mouth. That's why. Man, this medicine is so good. Wow. But let me tell you something about this coronavirus. This coronavirus is actually transforming the online dating world and sex. Nobody's talking about the online dating and sex. I have. I've been saying it's gonna hurt them. A lot of people that are under quarantine and lockdowns are forced to stay indoors. And if they're forced to stay indoors, they're not gonna be able to hook up. There's no hookups. How are they gonna hook up? Well, cyberspace. Have you heard of cybersex? Yes. People are fornicating again with each other and filming each other live where they're seeing each other through their phones. So they're using these apps and video calls to masturbate with each other. Is it sick? Yes, I think so, but it's the safest sick that you could get. And it's funny because people think that like recording yourself or showing yourself like how I am now that it's not being recorded or kept in a data. Yes it is. So anything you do on your phone, anything you look at on your phone, it gets recorded. And people are really, you know, they're really playing with themselves with others online and through these websites and chats and stuff, and they are keeping themselves busy during the time of coronavirus. I mean, there might be a slight bump downwards from STDs because people are not able to interact with each other. So that means less interaction, less STDs. Maybe see a drop in freaking HIV/AIDS for once. Oh no, that's right. They're using the HIV medicines for this COVID-19. That's proven that doesn't do shit towards this virus, but they still want to use HIV medicine. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Um, but hey, have fun playing with yourselves. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, got some sad news, and it's only gonna hurt the government. We got really crazy bad news. There's reports now that this corona crisis could destroy far more than 25 million jobs. 25 million jobs, kiss it bye bye. Right now the world is in a panic, and it's only the world that's in your head, because it's not the world itself. The world is like, yeah, we can keep spinning here. Oh, you fleas are having a problem up there. Well, you guys need to die off, because I feel like the world is a big dog, right? And we're the fleas that live on it. And right now, the world just got bathed with some medicine, some shampoo, and now we're sick, and people are dying. What really bothers me is this competition of state by state bidding against each other for products, and it's raising up the prices. It's raising up the prices of ventilators, masks, gowns, gloves. I think that's ridiculous. I don't feel like we're in the United States, not independent states of America. Is this independent states of America, or is it the United? There's nothing united. I don't see nothing united. Nope. No, sorry. I don't see nothing united. Let's see what else is going on. At least the stock market is doing okay, doing good. They had a little rally, because they got a little happy because the government passed $2 trillion to give away in a free money scheme for like, yeah, they're gonna give you $1,200, but then there's there's corporations that don't need this money that are gonna be getting billions of dollars falling right into their laps, and be like, yay, I didn't have to do nothing, and look, I got $30 million, $30 billion, billion. Not, you gotta understand, this is 2 trillion. So you're looking at like millions upon millions of dollars that are just going to be passed around. Like, we're going to be like raining money. Trump wants you to, I wanted to let it rain money. I want money to fall into people's pockets, and I want them to go to church. I want them to go to church on Easter, and I want them to take that money that I gave them and give it to the church. Trump, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I don't know what the hell you got issues, Mr. Trump. You got a lot of issues. Man, this medicine is so good. Ooh, I'm having a good time. Good times, good times. All right, so let's see. So this is what Mr. Trump wants. This is what he said to a letter to the U.S. governors on Thursday, that his administration is working to publish new guidelines for state and local governments to use when making decisions about maintaining increasingly or relaxing social distancing and other immigration measures. So, for the coronavirus epidemic, Trump said officials are gathering test data and will suggest guidelines for the country as high risk, medium risk, and low risk for the virus. So, different areas in the country has different levels of this virus. The data will drive the next phase of the response, he said. Trump has indicated that he wants to adjust his 15-day social distancing guidelines so that more parts of the nation that are stalled, which is stalling the US economy, can reopen by April 12th. The 15th day of the original guidelines is it's supposed to be like this Monday. It's supposed to be like, but they're gonna have it until April 12th. They want to open the government again by April 12th. And that's on his new letter that echoes, recent comments about the use of data that made his top advisors in recent days, make these opinions and make these calls. Um, I, for one, don't believe that that's going to be happening. I believe that the country will not reopen by April 12th because it is way too soon. This virus has just started. And I don't think Trump is listening to his scientists. He is not. All right. So who I have with me? Is this Albert? Albert, you here? Albert. Albert. All right, there's no Albert. I don't hear him. I don't hear him at all. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. I just feel that it's gonna get even more crazier with the unemployment. Because you gotta remember, think of that 327 million Americans, right, that live in the United States. So now we're looking at 3.28 million Americans just applied for unemployment. Just applied. A record. A record. A lot of people are getting unemployed because like these businesses can afford to hold on to them and wait for the government to give them the money. They don't have the money to pay their employees now because they're not making money because nobody's going to these businesses to eat or anything or do anything. Everything's going to be takeout. So it's like less money coming in. And I think these people are looking to get sick. Meghan Merkley and Prince Harry. Well, can you call him Prince? Is he a prince now? Because he left now. He left the monarchy. So I don't know if you could call him a prince. Anyhow, they left Canada and now they're in LA. Good luck. You guys get sick. That's on you. Just like Prince Charles. Prince Charles got confirmed that he's tested positive for COVID-19. And it's really hard. Oh, it's funny how like Zoom, they have like the Zoom, and Zoom is picking up. I'm really It's really cool because now they're showing how to host a Zoom call like a pro. And they're showing people how to do certain backgrounds, with the green screen, and you can have like background like how I have it set up, and be cool about it. Right now, it's just a sad time, and a lot of people are dying, especially in New York, which is right next to me, and a lot of people are here dying in Connecticut, and I feel like I want to leave the red lights on for tonight. but that's good for Zoom. Zoom business is gonna be it's good for them. They're gonna make a lot of money, and hopefully they'll improve the product even more. I myself, I use Zoom, and I pay for my membership, and I pay for my monthly, and as you can see, it's a great product. When I'm on here, it's like it's flawless. It's like it's awesome. It's really cool. Oh man, UFC fighter John Jones. You remember him? That the fighter that's like he's a mess. Well, guess what? He's on a bigger mess. He's been arrested and is suspected of DWI. And this is coming this is coming from this is from New Mexico. He was arrested in New Mexico and he was driving while intoxicated. I tell you, people don't learn, man. People don't learn. They don't learn from their mistakes. They repeat their mistakes and they just don't learn. They don't listen. They don't learn. And there's nothing you can do about that. And people, this just sucks. Oh, and here's some bad news for Zoom. Here's some bad news. Wow, I'm just reading it right now. This is nasty. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I just read this real quick, but I'll go ahead and I'll let you guys know what I read. School quits Zoom after naked man guested the meeting link to a school in Norway. A school in Norway stopped using Zoom, the popular video conference service, after a naked man apparently guested the link to a video lesson, according to the Norwegian state broadcaster NRK. The man exposed himself in front of several young children over video call. Wow. Wow. And everything gets recorded. So that's recorded. So that's problems, for kids. And you know whose fault that is? That's the school's fault. That's not Zoom fault. That's not Zoom fault at all. Because if I'm not mistaken, on Zoom, you have your meeting ID number, right? Which you can release, but also you could put a password, a special password you could put on it, and then they have to ask you for the password, and then you give it to them, and then they're able to come on. So that problem is not Norway. It's not Zoom. It's Norway. They didn't do it the right way. They didn't set it up the right way. So how are you gonna blame Zoom for that? You know what I mean? I could guess a certain numbers and just put numbers in, and the video might pop out. It might be school children in there, and I'm sitting there in the lesson while the teacher's teaching to the other kids. And this is what happened, and the person exposed himself to the kids. That's a problem. If the teacher has set this up, well, she did it wrong, because she was supposed to put a meeting ID number and then also a password. So that way that password could only be used to the students, and they'll be able to come in, because they have your meeting ID and then you have your password, which is permission to come onto the video. That's Norway's fault. That's not Zoom's fault. It's it's crazy because let me see here. Wow. Okay. This is coming out of Florida. It just fuels fear. That's what the governor of Florida, DeSantis, slammed for withholding information about coronavirus affected nursing homes. The governor withheld information from the people of Florida about the numbers of affected individuals in Florida. The almost 200,000 Floridians who live in nursing homes are especially vulnerable to the coronavirus outbreak. And so far, 33 have tested positive for the virus, according to Tampa Bay Times. 33 inside nursing homes. How the hell did they get sick if they can't even move? If they're stuck in their beds and they're in nursing homes, how in the hell did they contract this virus? Florida. That's why I left Florida. Florida's a mess. It's a mess. I hated the government of Florida. I was like, you know what? I'd rather be up here than in Florida. So it seems like coronavirus investigators one step closer to solving mystery of patient zero. Supposedly a patient zero. And they're trying to blame, it seems like investigators look into a COVID-19 mystery could be one step closer to unmasking patient zero. It seems like a seafood merchant in Wuhan, China, is believed to be the first person diagnosed with having the coronavirus, which can be linked back to a wet market in China. Leaked documents alleged. So it's alleged. It's not. It's, how does this one person gets the virus and passes it amongst the world? It's out of my fucking, like, I don't get it. I think it's bullshit. This is what I'm talking about. The bullshit stories that they're putting out. Like, for real, like they think that this 50-year-old woman working in Wuhan was the first person on record to be affected with the coronavirus. Okay. If that's the first one, right? That's bullshit, because now look at all the people dying. Just right now, the United States just reported 67 deaths right now. And they just reported another 183 cases of the coronavirus. Another 67 people just died. And you're going to tell me this bullshit story about some old lady, 50, not even, she's 57. And she was working in Wuhan. Supposedly, she's the first person on record to be affected with the coronavirus. You really gonna fucking believe what the Chinese are fucking telling you? You really gonna believe that story? Oh man, I call super bullshit all over it. All over it. Oh man, I'm not a psychic for nothing. But when I see bullshit and read bullshit, I could tell if it's bullshit or not. And I'm seeing bullshit all over that. Patient zero. Yeah, go to the laboratory where you got that virus from. Then we'll go, and the truth, patient zero, came from fucking laboratory. You're gonna ask me how? Anyone's gonna ask me how? Well, it's very easy. We know this virus spreads, right? We know this virus could be put on an animal, like a dog. Woo, woo. Because there's cases already confirmed that dogs can contract the coronavirus. Pets can get the coronavirus. And the fact that that's the fact. You don't think they could have contaminated a pet and then released it into the wet shop, and maybe this lady was feeding, you know, I don't know what the fuck is. They have like all these animals and crazy shit up in there. So who knows how this lady got sick? I just don't believe that this lady is just all of a sudden she just got sick and now she's just mm, uh, a fucking miracle out of your ass starts to kill everybody because of one person that got sick. Like that, it does not make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. And now this idiot from New York, this Cuomo, the governor of New York, not sure if closing all businesses, keeping everyone home was the best public health strategy. Oh my god. Now he's saying that like he's like no, people should have been working and stayed working and the government continued functioning. Would have been better for this virus than you being at home. That's what he's stating right now. The governor of New York. Yeah, go look it up. Fucking idiot. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just trying to see here. Okay. So basically, this union finds 39 million coronavirus masks in 5 days. So basically, this union um they let's see here, almost 40 million medical masks are waiting for US hospitals in desperate need. That's thanks to a Service Employees International Union, United Healthcare Workers West, which said it located 40 million N95 masks available for purchase in the last 5 days, and now is connecting health. You know, they're connecting with health providers with the fucking supplies that they had hoarding, and the union is not really looking for a financial like they don't want like interest out of it. You know, they just want to get back what they pay for it, but they're willing to sell it to the hospitals that are in need. They're like, we're not gonna give you it. We're not gonna give you 40 million masks. Are you fucking crazy? We need to get our money back for that. So we'll sell it to you, but we're not gonna up the price on it. We're just gonna sell it to you at, you know, and what we pay for. So I mean, in a way, it's kind of like it's kind of fair, you know. So yeah, it sucks. And what sucks too, seems like someone important had passed away today. Harlem Globetrotters. There's the Globetrotters. There's those basketball players, you know, with the crazy. They do like the crazy shots, and they, you know, they have a show that goes around the country here in the United States and even throughout the world. There's a legend that passed away, Curly Neal. He passed away. He's 77. Um, his full name is Fred Curly Neal, and he passed away today. He was with the Harlem Globetrotters for 22 years, and he died this morning in Houston at the age of 77. Mm, this is one story. I gotta read it later though. All right. Well, this virus is taking a hold on big chains, like Ross. For the first time in history, and in their history, Ross stores reportedly cancels all merchandise orders for 3 months. So basically, Ross is taking a break, and the economy is taking a big break, and Ross is taking a break too. They're not going to be purchasing like new items or items for their stores. They're just going to take it slow for the next 3 months. Man, this medicine is so good. Oof, it is so good. I'm happy to be smoking it. Yeah, what a great combination. Let's see here. Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. This is when these are when people start taking advantage, right? The EPA this is citing the because of the coronavirus drastically relaxes rules for polluters, meaning the Environmental Protection Agency on Thursday announced a sweeping relaxation of environmental rules in response to the coronavirus pandemic, allowing power plants, factories, and or facilities to determine for themselves if they are able to meet legal requirements for reporting air pollution. So they're not gonna send anybody over there to do inspections. They're like, you motherfuckers, you guys let us know if you're following the rules. We're not gonna go check on it. That's what that means. That means we're not gonna go check on it. You let us know if you're doing it right. If you guys you're okay, you guys are doing the right thing. Okay, we trust you. We're gonna trust you now. Okay. That's what that means. So that means these power plants, these factories, and other facilities could now heavily pollute if they wanted to, because nobody's going to go and inspect it. Because when you go in inspections, you go in a big team. You go as a big team, and they do a full inspection of the facility. They're not going to do that. They don't want that many contact with people, so they're going to be like, "Yo, we trust you. If you're going to do the right thing. If we're not going to be here for a while, so we trust y'all." How you gonna trust a power plant? Those motherfuckers are the most dirtiest plants. Like that's the worst thing that has ever happened in mankind. Is the creation of power plants. Oh Lord, these Kardashians are so. They just. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now the kid's in big trouble for spilling. First they said that he wasn't in trouble. Now he's in trouble. I'm like, you know what? The Kardashians, they want so much attention. My God, they're such attention whores. Even during a virus that's going around, they still want to be in the news and be relevant. Like they find a way, always. These fucking attention whores. My goodness, attention whores. My God, these vampires, they're the worst. It's like people dying left and right, and they only care about their secrets, their own shit. While just right now, another 4 people died here in the United States because of this virus, and another 84 cases is reported. So right now, there's 1,292 deaths.
but the Kardashians want to be relevant because this little boy, which is I think is one of the Kardashians' fucking son, Courtney's son, stated that I don't even want to get into that mess. That's just it's just a fucking mess. It's crazy. Oh Lord, this is another one. This is another one. Britney Spears claims to have run a 6-second 100-meter dash. 6 seconds. She ran a 100-meter dash. All right. Do you believe that shit? Because I don't. Because if she did ran 6 seconds 100-meter dash, guess what? She would be the fastest person in the world. Because 6 seconds, compared to Mr. Bolt from Jamaica, which he doesn't even run that fast, not like that, but 6 seconds, 100 meters. Come on, Brittany. Come on, girl. You wish you can run. Do you mean 16 seconds? I don't know. 6 seconds, which would make you the fastest person on the planet. If you run 6 seconds, Miss Brittany, bitch. Sorry, bitch. 6 seconds, 100 meters, yeah, not even in a wet dream. I don't even believe that. Maybe 16 seconds. It's Brittany, bitch. Miss Brittany, bitch. I don't know what she was. 6 seconds. Was that clock slow? Who's lying to this girl? Who's lying to Brittany? They lying to Brittany. I feel bad for Brittany. Brittany, bitch. I'm sorry, girl. They lied to you. That clock lied to you. That was like the slowest clock in the world, saying 6 seconds. Man, she would be the fastest. She should be in the Olympics if she runs 6 seconds to 100. Not even the fastest man in the planet can't run 6 seconds 100 meters. Get out of here, Miss Brittany, bitch. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else to talk about that's worth talking about. I mean, at the end of the day, we got to look in the bright side, If we die, we die. If we live, we live. We don't know. So enjoy every moment to the best. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, you might be good now and then you end up sick. Well, here's some news, and here's some crazy news, right? Because of this COVID-19 coronavirus. Who here likes the Cheesecake Factory? I like the Cheesecake Factory. I don't go to it like that, but I do like the Cheesecake Factory. Okay. This They're not gonna pay the rent next month. I love the Cheesecake Factory. Don't get me wrong; it's good food. They're like, certain foods, they're pretty good. I like the cheesecake; it's okay, but they're not going to be paying their next month's rent, and they pretty much told their investors that the only thing they're able to do is takeout and delivery options. We're allowing it to operate, to keep the business, continue operating, but they don't have enough money to pay for the rent. They got to pay the employees and stuff, and they're starting to lay off people. So like they're only able to do takeout orders. So, you know, they can't pay their rent next month. A lot of people are not going to be able to pay their rent next month. A lot of people getting this $1,200 thingamajig that here in America. Oh, and I don't even want to laugh about like the people in India. That's another story I want to talk about. I think they only freed up like $23 million or something in India. Um, that's other news that they're gonna be giving to the poor, so the poor can have money to be able to buy food and stuff and be able to have things. But India right now, as we speak, they are in lockdown. The whole country is on lockdown. If you're caught in the streets, you're getting beaten up with a stick. They don't believe in guns over there. They beat you up with sticks. And I was watching videos today of people getting beat up with sticks. People getting beat up in the streets and the mopeds. Like they're like the cops stop them and they're talking to them, and then the other guy comes and starts hitting them with sticks because they're out and about during lockdown, which they're starting the lockdown, because they weren't wearing masks. So because they weren't wearing masks, they got hit by the police. You can watch the videos. Go watch it on YouTube. India, police brutality or justice. I don't know. It's people don't listen. I wish they would do that here. I wish the cops would go out there and start hitting people with sticks for not listening and not staying inside. Shit, they should have taken all the Indian police with the sticks and started hitting people in South Beach. Man, they would have had a field day there. They would have been like, shit, this is like paradise for real. We're gonna be hitting motherfuckers left and right. Fucking people all over South Beach and shit chilling. Like, who the fuck? Like, there's a pandemic going on. People are actually in isolation and quarantine, like myself, and they're out there like chilling the beach. I'm from Florida. I was born in Miami, so I know South Beach. And those idiots out there, they're just fucking idiots because a lot of them are not even from Florida. A lot of them are from, who knows, they're from all different schools because these people just come from all over the country just to celebrate like spring break in South Beach or anywhere in Florida like Daytona or Pensacola, like these are areas where are very big with spring breakers, and a lot of schools, college and stuff, since they're out, they don't have schools and shit, so they went to celebrate spring break and everything. And you know, it's funny because people that were out there in South Beach, you know, there was 5 people that tested positive already for COVID-19, and they were on the beach partying amongst everyone that's there. So this virus had the prime opportunity to attach to all these young individuals that were at the beach. Let that paint a picture in your head as you look at the numbers of the cases worldwide and the deaths that are happening right now worldwide. Fucking ridiculous. That's what I call it. It's just fucking stupid. Like Florida's stupid. That's why I left. I was like, I'd rather be up here and deal with this type of isolation up here than to be in Florida to deal with uh with this virus. I just couldn't deal with it down there because people down there really don't listen. They truly don't listen. And then I wish, please send the officers from India to Florida and let them bring all the sticks that they can and let them hit everyone like home runs because these people don't listen. And instead of getting shot, you're going to get hit with a stick. That's what they do in India. If you go check out the videos in India, you know, you can even type out India lockdown, you know, and you're going to see videos of the police force and how they're hitting people with sticks for violating um what's, you know, like not wearing masks or being out in public which they weren't supposed to be. And they make them do exercises too. They make them do crunches. Like you see him, like the cop, he tells them you got to do, you know, 20 crunches, or you got to do 30 push-ups. And you see them people doing push-ups, the cops forcing them to do push-ups, and they don't do the push-ups right, they hit them with the stick for violating the law. You know, they carry the judge, the jury, you know, and the sentencing at the same time where they're doing their work out there, and they're enforcing the laws right now, which they're dealing with this pandemic out there. And as we can see, let's see the numbers in Italy, not Italy, India. Where's India at? Let's see how many people. I gotta look in the list. There's a lot of lists. There's a big list. There's so many numbers and so many countries. And I'm like, holy shit, where are they? And they're not even that bad, but they're close. Here it is. There's India. India's far back. They only got 727 cases with 20 deaths. Okay. And this is in India. And they're beating up people with sticks for violating, like for not staying inside the house. I think they should do that here. What do you guys think? Like they should do that here. But they should lock down the whole country. While as I speak, we got another 6 more cases added on. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. And these people are just like, when I saw the pictures of South Beach and I was like, look, like, you know, looking in South Beach, and it's like and the people were just like chilling on the beach, playing tug of war, playing volleyball, frisbee, football, running in the water. It was like, what's going on? It's like it's crazy, these people. You know, like it doesn't make any sense that they out there, you know, passing this virus amongst each other. Now all these kids gotta go back, you know, they can't go. Okay, all the kids that went to South Beach and all this and that, they can't go back to they can't go back to the school. They can't go back to the dorms. So from the dorms, they're not allowing them to come back because they could have gotten exposed. So now these kids got to go back home to their parents. Now you got these kids sick, and now they're with their parents, and now the kids get the parents sick, and then the parents are the ones going to the grocery stores and going to the gas station and going here, there, everywhere, and passing the virus around and not know that she's sick or he's sick. And then a few weeks later down the line, you know, 21 days later, they start getting sick, and then they come down with the virus. Now, all that time, since the time the kid got home until the time they got sick, could be a matter of 2.5 weeks. They could have been infecting the community within those 2.5 weeks. So, like, you know, it's like it's fucked up, because then that virus could have been spread even more, not knowingly, and then they fall sick, and then now more people are going to get sick because these people touch gas, you know, hoses. They touched, you know, when you go pay with your credit card, you have to touch the keypad, right? So they touch all that. They touch all different things. Oh, I was gonna grab this can of beans, but no, I put it back. I don't want that one. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get this. Put it back. touching everything. Going to the grocery store, touching everything. You don't think this virus is not going to pass around like that? You know, that's the problem. It passes that way. It passes person to person. It's in the air. They weaponize this to be airborne, to be passed person to person. HIV is going too slow. AIDS was coming too slow. Like not enough people died off of HIV AIDS. It's too slow. What the next thing? Here it is. You don't need to have sex to get sick with this virus. And this virus is being compared worse than HIV. Makes you think a little bit, huh? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not there's no way like it's not good. It's worse than AIDS. And you don't need to have sex to have this virus. All you need to do is be right next to the person. Right next to the person. Here in the United States, like here in Connecticut, where I'm at, I went to the grocery store because we're allowed to go to the grocery store. When I went in there, I felt so uncomfortable because there was people there. I'm like, how are they gonna like this? Doesn't make sense. Like when I went in there, it's like it didn't make sense to me. I was like, this quarantine is not gonna work because if these people are working, they have masks and whatever gloves, but they're still being exposed to the virus. I mean, it's not gonna work. And I'm talking about full staff. I'm talking about like over 20 employees in a small supermarket. Like it's crazy. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think there's gonna be a lot more people get sick because a lot of people brought that virus from New York to Connecticut, and a lot of people from Connecticut, go to work in New York, and they come back and they go back and forth because it's very close, you know, and I just feel like a lot of people brought that virus here to Connecticut, and the numbers here in Connecticut is not up on the numbers because there's not enough tests. There's not enough tests here. I tried already for the fourth day today to get a test, and they told me no. That because there's no tests, there's not enough tests, and that since I don't have like I'm not having a hard time breathing, then I don't like they don't like like it's not like there's not a test for me. Like they're only gonna test people that are like unable to breathe, running high fever, having headaches, having like all these symptoms, you know, those are the ones that they're gonna test. They're not testing others that possibly have the virus but are not showing like symptoms, like full symptoms. They're not gonna test us yet because there's not enough. President Trump lied. Like he thought, like look at the numbers. Like if you do want to look at the numbers, how beautiful the numbers are, well, let's look at the numbers. They only can make 4 million of these tests by the end of the year. Okay, there's 327 million people living in the United States. Yeah, the numbers look fucked up. Okay, there's a lot of more people, millions of people that could be affected right now and would not even know. Wouldn't know. They could be 10 million people right now, 15, 20 million, 40 million. Let's go with a high number. Let's go, let's go 200 million. More than half of the people, almost three quarters of the United States infected. Then what? Yeah, you don't have enough tests to test every American in the country. If you did, you gotta make at least 5 times, 6 times the amount of people that's here. And that will make it into the trillions of tests they need, because you got to remember, they test you your initial time, right? And if you test positive, guess what? You need another test, right? You need another test. So we'll grab another test. And if you test positive again, we're going to need another test. So now that's 3 tests gone to this patient. And if this patient continues to test throughout a long period of time positive, it eats up more tests. So there's not enough tests. Even with those 4 million that are supposedly going to be made, it's not enough. You're going to need trillions of these tests. You're going to need maybe the equivalent of the $2 trillion that they're releasing. Maybe you're going to need 2 trillion tests. You got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, this world contains 7.7 billion people. 7.7 billion. B. Okay. India only has about, let's say they have about 1.4 billion people that live in India. It's like 1.3, but that was back in 2017 with these numbers, and there's a few years off. So I'm giving it 1.4 billion people that live in India. Around the same numbers like China. You gotta understand, the United States population is only 327.2 million people. That's it. But you gotta understand, if you're gonna test everybody, that's 327.2 million tests you need for their first initial. You're going to need another 327.2 million if they need to be tested again, if they test positive. And then you're going to need another 300, and you know what I mean? Because you're going to need more tests. So this is going to go into the trillions of tests that we need. And we don't have it. you tell the president, do you think we're going to need over 2 trillion tests for the American people? How you feel about that number? Because that's what's going to happen. If you need to test every American, like you said, that everyone gets a test. If I need a test, I could get a test. Well, guess what? I needed a test 4 days ago, and I still haven't gotten it. And they keep telling me no. So what about that test? That's what pisses me the fuck off. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. In order for the United States to test everyone, they need 327.2 million tests. And that's just to test you. And then if they find the positive ones, then they're going to need to test them. And then they're going to constantly have to test them. So you're going to need more. You're going to need in the trillions. You're going to need trillions of tests and that's just here in the United States. We're not talking about worldwide. We're just talking about our people. Now you're looking at like China and India. If they have to test their people and they got 1.4 billion, now they're definitely going to be in the trillions. They're going to need a lot of tests, and it's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's just is. And you gotta understand, this is a perfect weapon, the perfect biological weapon that was released. And China's making it seem like, oh yeah, this lady, patient 0, she got it from this animal, this little, what is it called, the pangolin or something, some freaking name, the little like it looks like an armadillo, type of looking animal. Cute. It has a little cute face. Um, but you're gonna try to make me believe that it came from that? Like that's like telling me that we evolved from monkeys. That's what you're trying to tell me? Because I'm not believing it. I think that's horseshit. I think that's the biggest bullshit. Like it screams biological weapon. Like in my head. That's what my psychic ability says. Like it reads and feels things and determines if it's bullshit or not. And I read biological weapon. And it just it's not, and this is just the beginning. The numbers are way too low. Wait till the numbers really explode. You know, it's gonna be no, wait till more famous people die. Wait till more famous people. And I'm talking about big, like famous people. Once that happens, then people are really gonna take a shit. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna need all these toilet tissues that I bought from the market. Holy shit, I need all this toilet tissue to wipe my ass." I'm like, because I'm really taking a shit here. This is literally taking a shit time. No wonder they bought all these toilet tissues. People are gonna spend most of the time in the bathroom taking a shit. Like, what are you doing, honey? I'm taking a shit. That's what I'm gonna have time to do because might as well. Got all this toilet tissue laying around here. I don't know what the fuck made you buy all this toilet tissue. Like, holy shit, crazy bitch. Like, you wasted all our money on this shit and you can't even take it back. They said no take backs. So we stuck with this shit. I mean, at least we're gonna have our asses are gonna be clean, but you could have cleaned our asses with water. We could have saved all that money. What, you gonna price gouge people now? Trying to sell toilet tissues? Are you stupid? If that was my spouse, I would be like that. I'd be like, are you stupid? I'll keep one box. All the other boxes, you better make it disappear. That shit better be gone, motherfucker. I don't want to see all these toilet tissues here. Get the fuck out of here. One box is okay. You know, not even a box. I mean, one case, of tissues. That's fine. It's not, and that will last me months. People are buying, like, they're buying everything. Like today, I went to the grocery store and they were gone. All the toilet tissues were gone. I'm like, so everyone's gonna spend their time, like they should do like a shitting video, like everyone taking a shit and they're documenting themselves, like having shows in the bathroom taking a shit. Because like what are they gonna do with all the toilet tissue? I don't understand. Like it's like it's not like they're not gonna stop making toilet tissue. Toilet tissue is gonna still be made. you know like I'm not concerned about those type of factories because those factories tend to like space out anyway. So, and it's not too much of a worry. It's just places that contain too many people in a factory, like in close quarters. Like I'm surprised, like Amazon wants to hire another how much was it, 100,000 employees they want to hire. And they had I think there was like 6 people from their warehouses tested positive for the virus. So Amazon's like, fuck the virus, we gotta keep working. And people are just getting sick inside Amazon. That's gonna be the next news. You're gonna hear it, watch, you see. That's gonna be the next news, the big news, when people start dropping dead in Amazon because of the virus. It's like you gotta work yourself to death. We still gotta pass. We still gotta, this Burroughs guy. He needs to make his money. He can't slow down production. He can't slow Amazon. Amazon can't stop. The world could be coming to an end, and Amazon needs to continue. You know. while their people are sick and coming to work sick and passing it to other employees because that factories are huge. No, they're just gonna get everybody sick. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna get sick. Kumbaya, we're all gonna get sick. And you gotta understand, these people handle your packages too if you order from Amazon. So, and this virus has been known to live on surfaces longer than the 9-12 day period they initially government had initially stated. No, this virus has proven to last longer because the Princess Cruise line that's over in Japan, well, they just did some tests on that ship. And guess what? The fucking virus is still alive on that ship, on the surface. It's living like days upon days, you know, almost a month now, and the ship is still has virus on the surfaces. It's living, even though they're cleaning it and they're doing all this like craziness to clean the ship. They're still finding the virus on the ship. Now, think about that for a moment. Let's think about that. It's not good. The good thing, they canceled the Olympics. I I I knew that was gonna happen, and I applaud them for that because it's about the money. It's all about the money. It's like collection day. It's like church. The Olympics is like church. You know, they hoard all that money. And do you see them doing anything to help or anything like no? They just that's a kind of like a cult. Sending your warriors to come in and win medals and win sponsorship and money and different opportunities, from the 1%. Welcome to the 1% games. That's what it is. If you think about it, it's the 1% games. And it's not going to get any better. Like, the virus is going to continue. Japan, how much Japan has? Let's see the numbers. Oh my god, look at all these numbers. Oh my goodness, my eyes with the numbers. Japan has 1,401 cases. They have 47 deaths. Okay, now that country is not on lockdown. They're not in lockdown, right? But India, that has 727 cases and 20 deaths, is locking down their country. India demolishes Japan on human count as far as the amount of people that live in Japan. And Japan is not on lockdown, and they have 1,401 cases and 47 deaths. I'm telling you right now, Japan, it's gonna be bad. This world has has to get China back. They gotta get them back. I mean, right now we're sitting at 535,000 deaths. 5,000, 500,000. I mean, 500,000, 535,000. That's just the beginning. You see, I'm monitoring the numbers, and the numbers is just gonna go climbing. It's just gonna climb, and it's just not gonna get any better. And hopefully, we learn our lesson from this. If we didn't learn it the hard way now, it's like we're never gonna learn because people, they're just weak. They just don't listen, and by the numbers, as you can see, it's not good. It's not good at all. It's not good. It's not gonna get any better. And when I see the charts, it just makes me even more sick to see like all of Europe painted red, like painted like a sick color, like it's sick. And you know, this virus attacked like pretty much everyone that was against China. It has attacked heavily. Europe and the United States holds the top spots. If you count all the countries in Europe, you know, you put Italy, Spain, Germany, France, United Kingdom, Switzerland, you put Netherlands, all these countries, Austria, Belgium, you know, you put them all together, all their numbers together, they surpass everyone. Europe surpasses everyone. This has really attacked Europe really bad. And it's only going to get worse. And UK, I'm telling you right now, UK, you guys are in trouble. Your queen will fall. Your queen will fall. And it's going to be dark the days. And it's really going to hit home once something like that happens. When your queen is down and you can't even go to her funeral. You can't go to her wake. Hey, does it have to come to that? You know, because everyone and like it's vulnerable. You know, United Kingdom, that's a little island. That it's just a it's all right. It's their own area, but it's like a big island. That's what it is. It's a big island, and you have 11,812 people, so like sick cases. That number is gonna explode there. I'm sorry, UK, but there's gonna be a lot of people dying in UK. A lot. And I feel bad, because there's nothing we can do about it. There's no virus, there's no vaccine for the virus. There's no cure for the virus. Even if you recover from it, um you're still not immune. You're not immune, and you can continue getting this virus, and who knows if it's worse or not. Doctors are saying there it's probably milder. I believe, like the flu, once you get it, you could get it again and again, and it's like it gets worse and you could get worse. So you don't know. You don't know. So don't say what you don't know, and don't give out false hopes. Like some of these doctors are like they're giving out false hopes because they don't know. They never seen anything like this. Like this is something like in their lifetime, like this is like their nightmare for the medical profession, like for the doctors and nurses and the front line. This is their nightmare. This is their nightmare. This is America's nightmare. And it's coming true right before our eyes. Right before our eyes, we're witnessing history, ladies and gentlemen. History that it's the people that are actually gonna read upon this are gonna talk about like our response to this and what we were doing during these times. All they gotta do is pull up my recording, and I'll tell them exactly. If they watch my show, just subscribe, leave a like, and you definitely will hear like what's going on here. And I feel like our country is negligent because they weren't prepared, and they should have been prepared, and they knew this shit was coming down the pipeline, and they still weren't prepared, and they were hoarding all the money and taking money from people and screwing them in their taxes and just taking. And now it's like all that taking for what? To give it all back to the people? And that's not even enough. Like you owe us over $10 trillion. You better throw all that fucking money, like let it rain. I'm gonna be out there like a prostitute too. I'll be like, yo, let it rain. Let that money fall on me. And like shit. You have to prostitute yourself for the money. I work hard for that money. Go hard for that money. Yeah, we're not working hard for that money because we're staying fucking locked up. That's my remix. We're here locked up. We ain't making shit. We ain't doing shit. We're just here trying to survive. Something unprecedented is happening worldwide, and things are not getting better, and it makes you like look at your neighbor weird. Give your neighbor the evil eye, but like, you have corona, get away. Like, motherfucker, only because I'm drinking it don't mean I have it. Like, I mean, I have like a 6 pack of corona, but like, don't mean I have it, motherfucker. Like, it's gonna be like comical like that. You gotta laugh, it's like, motherfucker, because I drink the bitch, motherfucker thinks I have corona. Like, for real. Oh man. Is beer essential? Is it something that's like really needed, that you could go to the store and that you have to buy beer? Like, no, I had to go to make a beer run. That, and I need that I can't survive without it. There's a pandemic going on. I need my beer. Is that such thing? I mean, that'd be fucked up. I'd be like, I can't survive without my beer. Like, like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Yeah, but this Roy Lab stats, you guys could go and check out their channel. Subscribe to the channel if you want. They do the coronavirus pandemic real time counter, and it's the worldwide map where it shows you from all countries from around the world who constantly be reporting on this virus. Well, that's what we're seeing right here, right now. And as you can see, there's a lot of numbers going up here. United States is at number one right now. For now. For now, because they're climbing up, but they're like, the deaths is still on the low side compared to Italy, 8,215. Yeah, even Iran, like 2,234. So like, these countries are, even France has 1,696. So their number is a little bit up on the upside on the deaths, and Spain too with 4,365. So everybody below have more deaths, but we have more cases now. I only expect this to rise, and not only that, but every other country that's down here, I expect that to rise. And the death count in the United States, I'm waiting for the day that we report 800 deaths on one day. I think that's when America will be like, okay, 800. There's 327 million point two. Oh, 327.2 million, and only 800 deaths. So the numbers are still low. That's what Trump will see it as low, because 85,000 to him, that's like low. Because if he's thinking by the count of 327.2 million, because that number, you guys are gonna remember that number. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I remember that number because Rick kept repeating it, because it's the truth. And if he's thinking like that, he's thinking, look, this number is nothing. It's like a mosquito bite. Yeah, it's low. It's not up there. And hopefully that mosquito bite didn't have Zika, because Zika is not gone. Nobody's talking about Zika. Why is nobody talking about Zika? Especially how it's been raining in freaking like Alabama, Arkansas, freaking Georgia. how it's been raining out there. You guys gonna have a mosquito outbreak out there. Holy shit. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about Zika. Zika disappeared. Now everyone has to worry about Corona. So we went from Zika to Corona. And now how about if you get a Zika Corona? You're gonna you can't get that. You can't get also the flu too. Damn, that'll be fucked up. You're like, I got Zinka, I got Corona, and I got the flu. I mean, I'd be like, you got fucking bad luck. That's what I'd be like. I'd be like, you got fucking bad luck. Get away from me. like, 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 I don't want to talk to you. Like, how the fuck did you get all this? Like, well, one of them was invisible, the other one bit me, and the other one I just caught it. I don't know how. Yeah, because there's a fucking flu. You can catch it invisible too, motherfucker. You know, you got hit with two invisibles and one fucking mosquito. That's crazy. And you better hope you don't get malaria either. Like, oh man, it's like a fuck fest. My goodness. It's like who peed on the fucking cereal in the world? Like the world was trying to eat a bowl of cereal and found out someone pissed in it. And now the world is like, you know what? Fuck y'all motherfuckers. Everybody's gonna die. I'm pissed off. You know? Because the environment we are in today is very conducive for this virus to explode, to gain numbers that are going to be like historical. It's going to be history in the making, and we're just like looking at numbers and thinking. And I'm here doing my show, and not many people watching anyways. Just probably a few people watching, and I don't mind talking. I don't even mind being by myself, be honest with you. Because usually I have people on and stuff like that, but if you're having issues with people coming on, so be it. I could carry the show. I've been carrying it already for what, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Shit, I could talk. If I'm in a groove, I could keep that groove going on my own. I don't need distractions or people, you know, like no, I just go on my own, and I like it. It's cool like this too. And man, look at these numbers. It looks like the stock. It looks like, okay, this kind of looks like Olympic numbers too. You know, it kind of like the Olympics right now. So the United States, of course, gold. China, silver, and Italy, bronze. And Spain is like in the distance fourth place. So it's kind of like the Olympics, but it's the coronavirus Olympics. And these are the numbers, and these are the right now Canada's way off, but Canada got 4,000 cases. Like there's something not good in Canada. Something, man. Canada, I don't know if they're in a complete lockdown. I really don't know if they are. Um, I don't know. I know the US is not completely locked down, but there's places that are locked down. But I mean, the whole country's not locked down. So I think, you know, the lockdown situation is not going to work until you lock down the whole country. You tell all the airlines they have to stop flights. Then you could do a real cleaning of all their airplanes, like deep clean all the airplanes and deep clean the airports. And people are home, they not out and about, they're at home. Do a head count. They passed out these census, census 2020 here in the United States. They passed them out. What timing, what great timing to pass it out during a pandemic, don't you think? What a great time to pass out the census. I mean, they should have held on to this. They shouldn't have done this now. They should have waited, because people are dying, people are sick, people are like So you're not going to get an accurate number on the census. This is ridiculous. The census should not have been mailed out. I mean, if you want to speak out your opinions, you could, talk in the chat room. The chat is live. It's only a few people watching, but it's okay. The numbers will grow in time. This is my backup channel. This is not even my regular channel. I'll probably do my regular channel one of these days, and there I'll definitely be by myself, because I'll definitely be talking about myself, and this is more like a practice for me. It's like a practice run, 2.0 practice run, and get myself ready for the original channel, My Mind Over Your Matter. And when I go over there, it's more like serious, it's more like me relaying messages, and I'm gonna start doing that on that channel. 2.0 is like more of a practice run, practice, and it's still videos, it's still coming up on YouTube and everything. So it's like practice live. It's like live practice. So it's cool, but when I get on that regular channel, it's gonna be like this. So 2 hours of me talking, and today I'm going a little bit over. I'm just gonna stop at 10 o'clock. So it's 9:44 right now Eastern time. So we got 16 minutes to talk, for me to talk. For me talking. Oh, and I'm halfway on my joint. This joint was so good too. It was really, really good. Yeah, people are getting beat up in India, laying the smackdown on those candy asses. India's not playing, because India has 1.3 billion people. They're laying the smack down if you open your business. Well, let me tell you, son. Let's see. India, where's Indian number? 7727. Okay. I want to keep track of India. Everyone, I want us to keep track of India. It's 727 cases with 20 dead. Because they're going on a mandatory lockdown in India, the whole country. And it's a mandatory 21-day lockdown. 21 days. And they want nobody in the streets. Nobody. And if they get you in the streets, you're gonna end up being beat up with them with their sticks, and not only hitting them with getting beat up with the sticks, but you can be prisoned. And I know I don't have Indian listeners or anything like that, but I feel for you guys, and good luck with your 21-day lockdown that starts today. This is gonna be tough. That's the whole country. That's okay, you gotta understand this. Okay, everyone thinks, oh yeah, India's locked down. India has 1.3 billion billion people. Billion. The United States only has how many? 327.2 million with an M. Million. India is locking down their whole country. The United States is flirting around with it. Who's gonna prevail? The United States is in trouble, and a lot of people are gonna die. And it's okay, I mean, hopefully in history, hopefully the people in the future will learn from the mistakes that this country has made during this pandemic and during this emergency. Because we're supposed to be on lockdown here, and there's still people out and about. People doing whatever they want still. So What good is a lockdown if people don't listen? And India has 1.3 billion people that's going to be on lockdown for 21 days. And the United States can't even do that. The United States cannot lock down for 21 days and nobody go anywhere for 21 days. You have to stay at home. You can't leave nowhere. Your food, the food that you buy, groceries and stuff will be delivered to you. You can't stay home for 21 days straight. Shit, I've been doing it for fucking years now. Now you're gonna know how it feels to be disabled, not able to go out or not able to do things. You know, you're not physically hurt like I am, but you're gonna feel how it is to be at home and how boring it could be, and how you're gonna end up just sleeping and just sleep and wake up in the afternoon and then figure out that there's nothing to do. And then people start getting depressed, and depression is gonna hit a lot of people, and a lot of people are gonna commit suicide. And that's just the truth. People are going to be suicidal, and people are going to be dying from suicides. So, you know, it sucks, to think that, but it's happening. And it's happening as we speak. When I came back on my show, I wanted to document this, because this is history. Not only for the history, but for me too, because I'm sick. I'm not coughing like crazy. I'm not like I don't have the phlegm like that how I did before. But my temperature is up, but I feel stable. Like my headache, like it's not headache, but it's like I could feel something in my head, you know, but it's not like I need to run to the hospital because I'm not really having a hard time breathing. So if I'm not having a hard time breathing, but if I do have a hard time breathing and I wake up like I can't breathe, then I might fucking croak, So at least you guys could come back and watch. You'd be like, yeah, I remember watching Rick, and then he fucking died, and then he never came back. I'm like, yeah, that's how it happened, But if I do go to the hospital for anything and stuff like that, I'll let you guys know beforehand. You know, I'll come on and be like, I'm fucking dying, motherfuckers. I'm going to the hospital. Ah. Be like the exorcist and shit. Like, no, not Rick. He's part of the statistic now. He's a number. He turned from Rick to a number. That's fucked up. Like Rick's a number now. I'm like, what number are you? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. What number you want to be? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be a statistic. That's why I'll probably be crying more. I don't care about the virus. I'm gonna be like, I'm part of the statistic. Be part of the casualties. Part of the number. They're tracking people now like crazy through your cell phone. They know if you're violating the lockdown by your phone, because like your locations are open, right? So it monitors where you're going, and they have that data too. So they know if you're violating, you're going from one place to another, even if it's across the street. They know because of your phone. Because your phone has a map and it has a locations and it tells you exactly where you're at all times. Everyone's being monitored, heavily monitored. So please don't send out any like nasty pictures to anybody. Don't be showing your goodies to anybody. Did your mom teach you not to be showing your stuff to people like that? That's nasty. Don't show your goodies to anybody. You only show it to the people that you are with, that you're married or you're in a relationship with. Then I still wouldn't send it through no pictures like that. You do that in person. You don't send that shit through the internet. People are watching at all times. They watching your goodies. They know your goodies if you sent it out. Like protect your yum yums. That's why I'm gonna I'm gonna do a shirt. Protect your yum yums. You gotta protect your yum yum. You know, and no fluffy bumping. You don't need to fluffy bump. You're gonna fluffy bump. Like if you're with your partner, okay, then yeah, fluffy bump all you want. But if you're gonna like be a little hoe, like a little, I don't know, like a little hoe fluffy bumper, like don't be the little like fluffy hoe bumper. Like you don't want that. Like you don't want to be like fluffy bumping with someone that's sick. Come on now, like keep your fluffy bump home. No fluffy bumpings. Now, if you're at home and you with your partner and you have all, then that's different. Then, you know, fluffy bump like rabbits. But other than that, no fluffy bumping. Because I already know in about 9, 10 months, there's going to be a whole bunch of kids, a whole bunch of babies being born. And then if this virus is still wreaking havoc, imagine all those babies being born at home. Yeah, well, nobody's talking about that, huh? There's some people that having issues with pregnancies around this time of pandemic, and the expecting moms are being turned away from hospitals, telling moms you are not welcome to the hospital because the hospital is infected with COVID-19, coronavirus. So you're gonna have to make appointments to have a midwife, and you're gonna have to have your baby at another location where it's sterile, and or you're gonna have to have your baby at home, and a midwife will come out and do what it has to do for the birth and stuff, and and that's it. You're not allowed in the hospital. Even if your baby, like if you're something's wrong, something goes wrong or something, then you're shit out of luck. So that's the problem with this pandemic. So, expecting moms, expect to be a little stressed out, a little bit more stressed out. I know the moms are stressed out because of this, virus. And yes, they can contract this virus. And can it be passed along to the fetus? There's no studies yet. So don't know. Don't know if it could be passed on to the fetus. So, you know, we don't know. So, pregnant moms, just be careful, and, stay safe. And, you know, hopefully the pregnancy, goes smooth with the midwives or wherever location, but you're not welcome at the hospitals at the moment. So, moms, you're gonna have to make some plans, some special planning for the future bun that's coming out of that oven. He's gonna come out. He's like, "What the fuck am I? Where am I? Like, I'm supposed to be in the hospital. Why am I here? Like, who brought me here? And why am I sick? Why I have like, what's going on here? Like, there's a little baby, but we don't know what's gonna happen this spring, summertime, especially with this virus wreaking havoc, and also down in Florida and portions of the southeast, and even here in the northeast with Zinka. Zinka can't stop the Zinka. You're gonna have issues with that. So it's gonna be a rough 2020, a rough 2020 as I expected it to be, and it's not gonna get any better. It's gonna take a lot of time, years, not weeks, not Easter, not this Easter, for God's sakes, no. This Easter, celebrate at home. Stay your ass at home on Easter. Make your own dinner at home. Do your own at home. If you have children, do your own little Easter baskets at home. You can home make it. You don't need to go to the store. The only time you need to go to the store is maybe to buy the candies and stuff, but you do that during your grocery run. But you know, get the little Easter baskets for your kids and have a little Easter egg hunt inside your home. That's what my parents used to do for us. It's like shit. They used to just hide the eggs inside the house and just go grab them, and and that's it. And it seems like these days it's just like people are so spoiled. They're spoiled, and they like, oh yeah, but I used to do it like this. Well, guess what? That's used to. This is now. Get used to the now. We ain't going nowhere for a while. In about 2 more minutes, I'm gonna wrap it up. And thank those who watched today. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. The little ones that count. That's another shirt right there. The little ones that count. You know. And yeah, let's try to send some positive energy out to this virus, and try to put this virus, you know, try to tame it. Try to tame the animal right now that's wreaking havoc worldwide. The numbers are low. Be positive about that. The numbers are low. Just think in your head, 7.7 billion people worldwide, and there's only 535,000 cases. Okay. It's going to be more. Expect that. Expect it to be more, a lot more. But remember, if it's not in the billions, it's not really going to be that crazy. Now, if it reaches in the billions, like I said, like 3.54 billion people dead, then that's like, holy shit, drop your pants. That's like, you're going to need all that toilet tissue to wipe, because it's going to be a holy shit moment. So just hope it doesn't get there. So, with that said, I am wrapping it up. It's 10 o'clock. Thank you for watching. Those who are rewatching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we'll do this again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Is my mind over your matter. And thank you again for watching. And stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't be nasty. Don't be nasty, please, because we don't need nastiness. Nastiness is not a good thing right now. With that said, you guys have a good night, and thank you again. See you tomorrow night. Bye.